The MMA world just got a whole lot more chaotic, because now, even Conor McGregor is taking shots at Tom Aspinall. Yeah, let that sink in.
2023, you said that you were over the Conor McGregor hype train, and he took to Twitter and said, "Starve you and kill you, you effing disrespectful prick. Don't ever speak my name in disrespect again, mush potato head."
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong about the head. The head is quite potato.
It all started when Tom was asked about Conor's long-delayed return fight against Michael Chandler, and in typical Aspinall fashion, he kept it real. No sugarcoating, no hype game, just his honest take, brushing off the matchup as something he wasn't too interested in.
Weird, because I don't really know Conor at all. I've never even met the guy. Never had any beef with him or anything, and the whole situation came on a little bit weird. So my friend started a YouTube channel, right? Because he's my friend, he came down the gym and interviewed me, and I did it because he's my friend. He doesn't have loads of numbers on his, doesn't have loads of followers or loads of subscribers or anything like that. So it's a pretty small interview, and he asked me about McGregor. Are you looking forward to McGregor's next fight? Blah blah blah. And I said, oh, to be honest, I'm not really that interested in Conor McGregor. Not because mate, I only really watch the heavyweights and bigger guys. I'm not as interested in the small. I just meant it like that. Next minute, he's fucking sending me death threat. Loads of tweets. I'm like, mate.
That didn't sit well with the Notorious. As expected, McGregor fired back. Since then, he's been poking at Aspinall on social media, throwing little digs, downplaying his rise, and even claiming that Jon Jones would destroy him if they ever fought.
What about Conor McGregor? He's been very scathing of you on social media, taking you on a few times. What do you feel about him?
I don't know Conor McGregor. I've never met him. I don't know why he chooses to do that. But I don't know why he's so offended. I just said I'm not.
Have you met him?
No, I've never met him. Never met him.
What would happen if you met him?
Nothing against him. Nothing. Unless.
I mean, you're massively big.
I'm not bothered. I'm not interested.
Really?
Yeah. Not bothered.
Here's the wild part. This isn't just any back and forth. McGregor and Aspinall are both UK-adjacent stars, so you'd expect at least some regional support or mutual respect. Instead, Conor is doubling down, taking shots at one of the few UK fighters actually holding a title right now. Fans are scratching their heads. Why would Conor come after Tom, especially when they're not even in the same division? Some think it's just Conor being Conor, stirring the pot to stay relevant. Others believe he genuinely took offense to Tom's dismissive tone and now wants to remind everyone he's still the biggest name in the sport. But here's where it gets interesting. Tom fired back. He didn't lose his cool or stoop to trash talk, but he made one thing crystal clear: he's not here to play games. Aspinall responded in interviews and subtly online, saying, "I respect what Conor's done, but this isn't his lane." Even Joe Rogan chimed in on his podcast, calling the situation bizarre and pointing out that Conor has more than enough to focus on with the Chandler fight.
I wonder if he looks at Michael Chandler.
But how much time does he need before he gets back and competes once he gets back in the pool?
I think 6 months is what they say.
6 months?
Yeah.
Do you think his leg's still fucked up?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, I don't know why he was out of the pool. I don't know if they took him out because he's on a fucking yacht everywhere and he's just untestable. Like, Conor has to see a guy that's going to get him excited, that he sees is very winnable. And Chandler's dangerous, but he's shorter and he throws fucking hooks. Conor's a bigger and he's a sniper. He throws them down the middle.
He can fucking take it
for
and bounce
sure.
back.
Dangerous motherfucker.
That guy has a warrior spirit. You can guarantee Michael Chandler's fighting, some fucking chaos is gonna happen.
Yeah, Conor comes back. It's gonna be at 170. He's gotta be. He's fucking massive. But he's also still shooting a movie, isn't he? You cannot shoot a movie and fucking train for a fight. You just can't do it. You can't do anything and train for a fight.
No.
Because here's the thing. Conor might be the loudest voice downplaying Aspinall, but he's far from the only one. Many fans, fighters, and analysts genuinely believe Tom doesn't stand a chance against Jon Jones. They say Tom's good, but Jon's on another level.
He's the fastest, quickest, most powerful heavyweight on the planet. He's the favourite against Jon Jones. And no man alive can beat Tom Aspinall, in my humble opinion. And that's with the greatest of respect to Jon Jones.
Toe came out of his skin when he fought me. He wrapped it himself to go to the press conference. He didn't want to miss his press conference. So he wraps it himself because the doctors refused. That's inappropriate treatment. We're not going to do that. We're taking you to the hospital. This is a tough guy. And when it comes to grit, and you gotta have it, we know for sure that Jon does. Now, that doesn't mean that Tom does not. But we don't know that. And we don't know that those punches are as hard and as fast with equal accuracy.
I bet if he's weighing 215, he would fight Tom Aspinall better than him weighing 245 pounds. In his 205 frame,
Right.
he could fight Tom Aspinall better than he'd fight him at that 250 because that's not his weight class. While he didn't last long with Cyril, he didn't look as fast. He carried more weight. Cyril just did some weird stuff. And John, you don't make mistakes against John.
I'm interested to see how Aspinall is past the first round, right? He looks so fast. He looks, you're like, nobody moves like him. He looks like a younger Kane, but he just keeps knocking these guys out so quick. So I'm like, let me see him past the first round to see if he has that cardio as well.
And, you know, you're getting up to elite status where you're calling out John Jones. That's the boogeyman. John Jones is the boogeyman. John Jones has had some trials and tribulations, but the skill set and the ability to push deep into rounds. When he fought Gustafsson, he had almost no training camp. And then he pulled that fight off in the 4th and 5th rounds. That's when he really turned it up. And then you saw the real John Jones in the second fight. That's motivated John Jones. But Aspinall is like, we've only seen him smash. What is it like in the 5th round with John Jones? Because if you can't steamroll John Jones and he starts side kicking your kneecaps.
John Jones has been untouchable for over a decade. The resume, the fight IQ, the ability to adapt mid-fight, it's legendary. Whether he's facing wrestlers, strikers, or wild cards, Jones always finds a way to win. And for some people, Tom's win over Sergey Pavlovich just isn't enough proof.
I said before the fight, Stipe Miocic has not won a fight in 4.5 years. His only fight in the last 4 years was a loss to Francis Ngannou 3.5 years ago, and he got destroyed in that one. And by the way, he looked even better in that than he did in this one. This is a man who looked like he needed a new hip at a UFC event recently, right? He is so broken down from the old Stipe, I run old Stipe, from the vintage Stipe Miocic that once was. I am not even exaggerating when I say his hand speed and his punch accuracy was significantly worse than Iron Mike Tyson, 58-year-old Mike Tyson who fought Jake Paul the other day. You can cash checks all you want, bro. You are a duck, and that is now your legacy. We will always remember that the supposed greatest of all time didn't have the balls to get in the cage with Tom Aspinall.
That was the way to do it.
Well, I'll allow that, right? It's a good way to go out. Fair enough. I can imagine that was a great last fight for John Jones, but I absolutely have no interest in watching any. Was that even a great performance? We don't need to see John Jones anymore. If you're not going to defend your world title, then get the fuck off the.
But on the flip side, there's a growing wave of believers. They've seen the speed, the grappling, the composure, the way Tom makes elite heavyweights look like sparring partners. They're not just calling him talented, they're calling him the future. More importantly, they believe this version of John Jones, recovering from injury, inactive, and possibly on his final run, might not be ready for a fighter like Aspinall. So now we've got two camps, one calling for caution, the other calling for war. And Tom. He's right in the middle, criticized by fighters like Conor, doubted by a chunk of the fan base, but still focused, still dangerous. Because whether he gets John Jones next or not, the fire's been lit. And Aspinall knows there's only one way to silence everyone, including Conor McGregor, beat them and they say no one can.